What's happening? This is Tom, NerdRemix.com. Let me give you a little background on this. A couple weeks ago, my movie was showing at Motor City Nightmares Weekend in Detroit. No shit, Tom. We didn't hear you, pimp that everywhere. But yeah, it was showing, and I was walking around the convention, the vendor hall, covering things for Nerd Remix, because we like to do that. And I came across a table with a couple guys. They had a bunch of fake mustaches laid out, and I'm like, what the hell? These guys paid $250 or however much it was for a vendor table there to sell cheesy fake mustaches. So I stopped and talked to them. And it turns out these two guys, I believe their names were Paul and Zach, right? They were from Toledo, which is like up the road, from here, which is cool. And they made a movie. They were making another movie. They got another movie coming out called Unhappy Easter. I guess it's in production right now. But they gave me a review screener to check their movie out. They said it was had elements, sci-fi horror, mainly comedy. And, them being from Toledo, you got to pimp the local product, right? Because, I mean, nobody around here is making too many movies, at least in my town, except for maybe me. And, I'm sure there's plenty of people in Toledo. I know there's plenty of people in Toledo, but I had never heard of these guys, so I was like, cool, let me check this out. And this movie makes it easy to pimp the homegrown product. It is called Salami Joe's. Let me get a good shot of that because you can see the cheesy mustaches. Anyway, Salami Joe's tells the story of a guy named Joe, who is played by Paul Best, one of the producers of the film, and he's a door-to-door sausage and salami salesman. Yes, you heard that right. A door-to-door sausage and salami salesman with a fucked up mustache and a voice that falls somewhere between Kermit the Frog, Jim Neighbors, and Pee Wee Herman. So I hope that's not his real voice. I don't remember. I'm sure that would have stuck out when I talked to him at MCN. But anyway, there's a guy who owns a pizza place named Ramon that wants his sausage recipe. Joe drives around in a really like a shitbox Ford Ranger selling his sausage door to door, and come to find out he's the descendant of a famous alien slayer from back in the day. There's a lot in, that's what the plot revolves around. He ends up getting recruited by these guys. Ghost aliens is what they're after. And there's a couple subplots involved. Very funny movie. One of the funniest moments right off the bat. It's probably 5-10 minutes into it. By the way, this is only like 41 minutes long. But probably 5-10 minutes into it, he finds a friend of his named Neil, who's like a homeless dude sleeping, and you hear this most fucked up synthesizer music, really cheesy, really fucked up, and you're thinking, wow, man, the soundtrack, who brought this up? Come to find out, it's not actually the soundtrack of the movie. The guy's sleeping on a little Casio type keyboard. But anyway, Joe says, we got to get some sausage in you, and dude eats some sausage. Next thing you know, he's suit and tie. He's all cleaned up. He's driving a car. He's got a job, apparently. I don't know. He drives by to a house. Lots of good humor moments. There's a lot of great comedy in this. Really good writing, I think. And the guys, the actors in it, like the rest of the actors, there's a guy named Zygor who's kind of his contact with the Black Ops thing that he ends up with. And he's played by Mike Buckenmeyer. And let's see, who else is in this? Guy that plays Ramon is Bang Bang, Zach Roots. But anyway, horrible fake mustaches, shitbox Ranger, guy sleeping on a keyboard. Where we at? There's a lot of cool stuff in this movie. Like I said, lots of cheesy effects that just make you laugh your ass off. Lots of great comedy moments. The clock was a high point. The mouse trap thing with the monster finally getting hit in the head with a remote. Lots of cool stuff in there. I think you're gonna like this movie. It was, like I said, it was easy to like because there's a lot of hilarious stuff. There's elements of sci-fi. There's some gore in this. There's a lot of comedy in this. I watched it with my 14-year-old daughter. She laughed her ass off through the whole thing too. I laughed my ass off. And what more can you ask? I think that's what these guys were after anyway. I don't think they were trying to remake Star Wars or Close Encounters or Men in Black even, although it does have elements of Men in Black in it. But yeah, I don't know if this is their first effort. If it is, man, they did really good. They hit at least a triple with this, if not a home run. I really like it. Like I said, I always try to pimp the homegrown stuff. Sometimes it's not so easy. Salami Joe's made it really easy. So definitely check it out. I'm sure you can get it at their website. Maybe not. I don't know. It's the website salamijoes.com, and I believe there is a Facebook page for Salami Joe. So definitely check them out there. And I know that the studio that they um, have together that they made this is Virtus Studios, Virtus Studios. Definitely check that out. I'm sure if you type that, it's VIRTA. I'm sure if you type that into a search engine, it's going to pop up these guys. Makes me want to see Unhappy Easter. Very good movie, very good first effort. Like I said, it's cheap, it's cheesy, but it's funny as hell, and you can tell there's a lot of heart and a lot of passion. These guys really enjoyed making it, and I think I enjoyed watching it probably as much as they enjoyed making it. So definitely check it out. I'm going to give it an 8.5 out of 10. It's Salami Joe's. Check it out. Buy some salami, bitches. This is Tom, nerdremix.com. Support independent cinema. Thanks.